Sewings live stream for Tuesday, the 1st of November. Year is going by way too fast. We are expecting rain and snow today in our first day of November. It is officially one day from the launch of all this year's ski movies.
Oh my God.
All this year's ski movies hit the airwaves tomorrow. Which means Jeannie gets to watch more ski movies.
Now I not only get to watch, this is what I watch. I watch lots of MMA fighting.
You don't watch that much MMA. Compared to climbing and skiing, no way.
I watch a ton of MMA, and I am not an MMA fan, but I watch a ton of it because Patrick controls the remote control.
That's not true.
And he will not keep.
If I am watching something and you come in the room, you're welcome to join my watching session. But you can't come in the room and then announce that you're going to take over the remote. I've established residence.
I say, can we watch something we both would like? And so I watch.
And then I'm like, here you go, and then it's like stupid cat videos.
Only child here. Only child. And then I watch a ton of climbing movies. I watch a lot of mountain bike movies, and I watch. You know what I watch? I watch literally the climbing where the guy's wearing the GoPro and he's like climbing.
I'm like looking at watching climbs that I've done before. It's like trip down memory lane for me.
Yeah, that's what I watch. And then last night I was sewing and embroidering downstairs, and so I watched Love is Blind.
Oh my God.
And
I feel like when you watch that show,
that
show, you're dumber for having watched it.
I come upstairs, I'm like, duh.
Oh my God.
But I can't help myself. I don't know why I love watching stupid TV. I think it's the drama. And I have no drama in my life.
Oh my God.
You think we have drama?
We don't have drama. But we have a very, very busy life.
We had
a lot of things going on.
So maybe that's why I want to watch something where it's like
just totally mindless. Drool.
Yes. So many of you sent emails and well wishes for Violet and her games this weekend, and they got knocked out yesterday. But they played hard, and
I was so upset about yesterday because it was like a dirty game, and our girls weren't playing dirty, and B, it was I mean, win or lose, right? Like, listen, if they played a good game, what I said to Violet after the game was, listen, you guys played hard, you played well, you played clean, and you played fairly. So, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You just shouldn't have lost like that. They literally lost. That was a game in which the referee lost control of the game and had an undue influence on the game. And so you want to hear something funny? So I got a call this morning.
You didn't tell me this?
Well, it was a brief phone call about the ponytail ref. So this particular ref, I had heard about this game in Truckee where this ref had lost control of the game in Truckee, and it was like a bench clearing game for a boys soccer game. And so I got a call this morning where somebody was like, I heard you guys had the ponytail ref yesterday. I mean, it was like the worst refereeing. And it's just sad to see a game.
One of our girls got dragged to the ground by her ponytail. But do they call him that because it happens in every game?
Well, so I had heard about this game in Truckee where like somebody had basically told me that their son was involved in a game in Truckee that was a bench clearing game. There was a massive fight on the field. They lost the game. They had like literally blamed it on the ref. There was a score which was called off, and then a penalty outside of the box, which was given a penalty kick, and it was the same ref, and I've got to say it was our same experience. So, it's I like, quite frankly, if the girls had lost and the ref had not had undue influence, it is what it is. But it's just upsetting to see the girls work that hard. They deserve better. They deserved to lose fairly, and like that is my attempt to not sound like a parent upset that their girls lost. That stuff happens, but there was essentially a penalty kick called where there was definitely no penalty. It was a 50-50 ball. And I mean, the last 30 seconds, there was a handball in the box, and our scoring field that was totally ignored. I mean, the girl literally put her hands up like this, and like it was like she was playing volleyball. And so it is what it is. Enough. Now I'm over it.
And well, he's not that over it because he came in. He told me this morning that he woke up at 2 a.m. thinking about it and couldn't fall asleep again until 4 a.m. It was like that bad. So,
Yeah, it's just one of those things like.
But you guys all know if your kids play sports that there's always some game where you.
No, this was Violet's last soccer game.
That was the hard
thing.
So
that's the thing that bugged me about it.
Violet came off the field.
Oh, she came off the field in tears, and I was like, "Oh, babe, you guys deserve better than that." And she was like, "I'm just so sad, it's over."
Yeah.
And one of the other moms burst into tears, like she was like, "Oh!" Like it was funny, but it's. I went in and talked to Violet last night. Just like sorry to see it go out like that, but. I like touching moment, dirty game, girls got robbed, but one of the opposing players in the last play of the game got hurt. Like nobody saw what happened, but she twisted her ankle, and other team goes running off, cheering, dancing, other coaches, hugging everybody, leaving the teammate on the field. And two of our girls walked over, checked in on her, and like picked her up to carry her off the field. And that, to me, was the game in a nutshell. So, onward and upward. I didn't turn off my brain last night. And it's very rare for me. Like, that was the first time I've ever lost sleep on soccer. So,
I can't find it, Jeannie, anywhere.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. And it was like the saddest thing about yesterday's game and the refereeing that was going on is you could see it led up to this incident where this girl got red carded, dragged one of our players to the ground by her ponytail, like was swinging at her in the process.
Enough.
And, but it was the ref's fault. And that's what bugs me. It's not the other team or anything else. Like kids have moments, but that stuff, people should be doing better than that. So anyways, maybe now I'm over it. So what do we have to talk about today?
I finished something,
but we don't have anything to show for it yet.
Why? I do.
Well, no, I'm saying the videos.
Oh. Okay. So yes, my I posted some videos too. I just didn't post. So I kind of struggled just getting I struggled finishing up Sweet as Pie, and I struggled with reading because I obviously kept reading the instructions and then embroidering, or I kept making mistakes. So I had to refilm and film. And then, for me, it was a process going, oh, how am I going to stitch this and what's the best way? So, I finally finished. Can you hand it to me? I finally finished Sweetest Pie. And I know a lot of you have finished it months ago. I was looking at one of the videos and I was wearing like a tank top. So I think I started it all when the weather was super nice and warm out. But it was super fun. It was super fun. I finished it up last night. I did piping on it. So I did a little bit of that in the video because if you are making these pillows and you're not putting piping, then it just doesn't look quite as done. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't finish my embellishments. I finished stitching it, but I didn't look at how I need to finish up that little tie part. But I just love doing the piping. And then I did my backing, and I was looking at it going, was I supposed to put the middle on first? But this is my back because I always do a scrappy back. So I just kind of randomly will piece together all of the leftover pieces. And then I have... Are you dodging it right there?
Not successfully.
Did I get you?
You did. Is this?
No, just leave that.
Okay.
That's I don't even know. I didn't read that part because I was so excited just to get the back on that I was like, and I finished it last night. So I was like, oh, let me just get this and let me have something to show. And so with everything going on, which we had a lot going on this weekend between Violet's team dinner, we had her last game, two last games.
Well, so what? We had like 16 girls in the house for dinner on Friday night.
And then we probably had like 40 kids.
And then I was up at 8 a.m. Like, so were you. We set up the house, decorated the house. The house looked great. We should have taken pictures.
I did take some pictures. Anyways, but we did decorate.
So we decorated 40 kids at the house until 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. on.
Yeah, we just kind of hid in the bedroom. I actually hung out with the kids a little bit.
It's so funny. I asked Violet. I don't think I've told you this. We had promised to take Violet out for breakfast on Saturday. So we did the dinner. We set up. We did our thing, and then you were tired on Saturday, right?
Yeah, I worked late.
So she worked late on Friday, and then I got up, took Violet to breakfast, went back to the house, set up the house, did her game, got back to the house, set up the house, had the party, and then on Sunday morning, I made breakfast for the kids. Like, we had 3 or 4 kids spend the night, and then I asked the kids who they thought. I was like, who had the most fun last night? And the kids go, Mom.
What? Are you serious?
I was like, that's funny.
Whatever.
Mom had the most fun last night.
They did. I feel, you know what? I'm like, I have guests coming, meaning you guys, to the store today. I'm like trying to clean up. It's been so crazy. So it was crazy. So if you have not received an email back from me this weekend, you will get an email from me this week. This is how we roll. That is up and available for you at this point. Last night I checked at I don't know, it's probably 11:30 because last month
it wasn't until the second or the
it wasn't
third,
until
right?
Yeah, I don't even think it was on the first. We couldn't even get the design on the first.
Right.
So if you do the digital dealer designs, what happens is you have to buy it from a retailer, and then we have to go and buy it from Kimberbell, and then we have to enter all your information. So last night at 11:30, I went on, and it was available for purchase. So I went on there, and it probably, we had to buy, I think it was 35 different licenses. So I was on there, and I have to put your email address. I have to put your name in. So I did that last night. But that means when you woke up this morning, it's ready for you to purchase. And I just cleaned them.
Did you? Are they good?
I must have done a poor job because you were reaching for the cleaner.
They're actually not that bad.
Because I cleaned them.
So,
If you can find it later, great. Because I've opened the box. It's not in the box and I can't find it.
Then it's
So,
We can't find the calibration sheet. So this is the project. It's going to be on Friday, and if you purchased it from us, you should have gotten an invitation to attend our Zoom class. Michelle's going to be doing it. And even if you did not purchase it from us and you want to join us for the Zoom class, just shoot me an email and I'll send you an invitation. And if you look at this, this is backwards because I obviously was doing it late at night and I mixed up the orange with the blue and the blue with the orange. All the kits were fixed. But there is a kit. It's $5.99, so if you still want to get it, you can still get it and I can ship it to you.
Is this like a sew-along thing? Or are you gonna?
This is the digital dealer. This is digital dealer project for November. It's just a mug rug.
When
this
is
is how we roll, and it's Friday. It's this Friday.
So I did get an email from somebody this morning that was like, "You didn't reach out to me because that must mean my cabinet isn't there." So on Friday afternoon at 1:00, we received, was it 11 cabinets? If you've ever wondered what a crazy amount of cabinets looks like, it looks like that back there. The last delivery had nothing on this one. We filled the truck. So
What? What? The bacon looks great. What's the bacon?
So the bacon. What? Oh, is there bacon? Oh, your bacon.
Oh, my bacon strips. My bacon strips. Yes, my bacon strips look great.
So if you haven't gotten a phone call, it's because I haven't called anybody yet. Like, it was crazy last week. The cabinets arrived. I actually didn't know your cabinets were arriving until like maybe 18 hours before the cabinets arrived. I thought they were actually coming yesterday. So they arrived early, which is great. I got all but one cabinet. Somebody had ordered a cabinet with a modified height, and that cabinet's going to come in the next shipment, literally because you should have seen the truck. Like, they could not have gotten another cabinet onto the truck. So I will be calling people today to schedule deliveries of cabinets for tomorrow. When I got up this morning and checked the weather and saw that it was supposed to be raining here in the afternoon, I basically thought to myself, I do not want to be delivering cabinets in the rain. So we did that. Can you send me a Zoom invitation? I would love to sew along with you. So Digital Dealer
email
Club.
Address. I need your email address.
So Lori, send Jeannie an email.
Do I have it? Let me see if you're in my contacts. So, did I see the pie pincushion from Sweet as Pie? I did not see that. Is that in the, where do I get that? I did see some people that were stitching a whole bunch of pies, but they didn't look like pincushions to me. So Miss Rita, where is that pie pincushion from Sweet as Pie? Miss Margaret.
So regarding Bird's Nest. So
when you're saying Bird's Nest, are you saying underneath the fabric? Or are we talking the thread getting like,
well, so yeah, so
like, which
that's
are you referring
like,
to?
so when you talk bird's nest, generally that means bird's nests are nesting underneath the fabric.
Is what I'm thinking.
And so, and there can be a handful of reasons for those. The thread getting shredded above the needle.
Okay.
So a couple things. If it's only happening with one of your threads, then it's possible it's the thread, that you're having some kind of issue directly with the thread. I mean, all the things apply.
Let's go through the list.
And I'm going to start at the bottom. It is possible there is a burr in your hook. Now, if you just got the machine back from servicing, I would list that as probably least likely, because the guys will literally during service, they pull and polish the hook. And so all those burrs are removed. That said, when you're embroidering, if you're doing a lot of embroidery and a needle deflects, it is possible to get a needle strike in your hook. That can put a burr there. That will cause the thread to tear or shred. And quite frankly, it's funny because you don't really know if that's happening above the needle or below the needle, because sometimes, like as it's going up and down, remember your take-up lever is pulling that thread up. It's possible that the thread shreds, and then when it pulls it up, it's pulling that back up and essentially up by the eye of the needle. Same is true burr and needle strike in your bobbin case and your needle plate. But once again, you just got the machine back from service, so I find this less likely than it is the needle. And the needle could be worn needle, like you're supposed to change those needles every 8 hours.
And when we service, we put a brand new
it's a brand new Microtex needle
8012 needle is in there.
Jeannie, and it's funny, so the Microtex needles, like you'll hear me say it in here all the time, 8012 Schmetz Microtex needle, we believe is kind of the best all-purpose needle, prettiest stitching. However, it is not an embroidery needle. So if you go right from service to embroidery,
it's fine.
you embroider all the time with one, but it's not an embroidery needle. So change your needle, put an embroidery needle in there.
But you
that's
could
slightly
just
ballpoint.
change your needle.
Change it after the first
other things
burr.
could be
the first burr. Now, so Margaret, just so you know, the burr would be an actual burr, like a needle strike in the plate or hook. So if you've noticed a burr, it's probably something that we need to see again. If you're now calling that bird's nest a burr, just call it shredded thread. So and so change the needle if it's still happening with the new needle. And I would look, because like if you're like what I always tell folks is look to see what's different, what changed. If it's all in the same thread color, you could try a different thread of a similar color to see if your thread shredding goes away. I mean, once again, I'm not saying it's likely. I'm just saying you're trying to rule stuff out. So, so you change the needle, then you talk about shredded thread. You're looking at number 6. So sometimes when we change our needles on the Baby Lock and Brother sewing machines, I call it a foil. It's a little thicker than a foil, but there is a little tiny piece of metal at number 6 that comes down. It goes around your needle, and then it sits above the larger piece of needle that's actually
like
part of your...
It's a little little thing that sits on top.
It sits on top.
Holds your
that,
thread in.
when you pull your thread through there, that actually is what holds your thread into place in number 6. If that gets out of place and it moves and it's sitting below, or sometimes I see them where they're bent like all the way down, and then that's constantly rubbing on that thread, that can cause shredded thread. So if none of those things...
Wait, it can also be, so there's a couple other things. If you change your foot height. So that's an easy fix. Go into your settings and check your embroidery foot height. Make sure you're at default. If you are too high, it causes, I don't know why, it causes the upper thread to shred and break.
Well, because now
Is the
you're
timing
not...
off?
No, now what's happening is the embroidery, when you sew, the needle goes down through the thread and then it goes up 2 millimeters, and that creates a loop of thread that your hook passes through. And so if your embroidery foot height is too high, when the needle goes down and it comes up that 2 millimeters, the fabric moves for part of that 2 millimeters. And now you don't have a 2 millimeter distance that the thread has traveled back up, leaving a millimeter loop of thread that the hook catches. So the
But
So
people think that even because it's your upper thread that's breaking, they always think sometimes it's other things. Adhesive. If you're going through a lot of adhesive, that'll cause, because your needle
It's
and your
sticky.
thread are going through there, that'll shred. I've never had any problem with just my spray adhesive, but more for me, it would be like, when I'm using like Steam-A-Seam or I'm using like a sticky fusible adhesive, sometimes that'll cause my thread to shred. I've found that if I use cotton in my bobbin, if I'm using a cotton bobbin and I'm doing embroidery, my upper thread will shred as well. So I would recommend using a Feltec bobbin or pre-wound bobbin, something like just like a polyester pre-wound bobbin is kind of the best when you're doing embroidery.
So Margaret, I would actually tell you not to take pictures. Don't do anything for me, because what you're taking a
Just
picture
bring
of
it
is
in.
the problem.
You can bring it in.
If it's an ongoing problem, bring it in.
Yeah.
You have a guarantee with your service. We'll take a look at it. We'll check everything.
And leave it threaded the way you have it threaded with the thread you're using. Leave everything as it is, and then bring it into us, and we can go ahead.
To
look
address
at
the
it.
things that you're talking about, the things I would do in order are just like unthread and rethread the machine, change your needle, which it sounds like you've already done. And if it's still tearing, like notice if it's only that color, just try a different color. If the problem goes away, then you've narrowed down the problem to the thread.
Sometimes I get shredded thread, and I don't know if my needle gets it, and then it coils up and it turns into this.
So what happens
Sometimes
is
it just happens.
what happens is you're tearing just part of the thread, and so the thread unspools. And that's why I'm saying it's impossible to tell. Like everybody goes, it's happening in my needle bar area. But because the thread is unspooling, it's impossible to tell that. Like we kind of have to chase our trail to find that stuff. But like I said, if there's an ongoing problem, bring it in. Let us take a look at it. We'll see what we can do here. So hopefully it is one of those simple fixes. Regarding this week, I'm in the store through Friday. I'm out of the store Saturday. So
I didn't say you could do that.
yeah, she did.
I did tell him he could go.
I was like, she told me I could go, and I immediately called my friends like, we're leaving
He
on
was
Friday.
like, really?
I'm like,
I was like, yeah, that's a long drive just to go, because he was going to work all day Saturday, drive down as soon as we were done, get there at 1 a.m.
nah, I would have gotten there at 11.
At midnight or 11, and then just been there one full day and then drive back. And it's a lot, right?
With
I'm
2
a big
full
girl.
days of climbing.
I'm a big girl. I'm going to put on my big girl pants, and I'm going to be slinging vacuums up at the front of the store.
So, no,
Me
it's
and
like,
Alex?
listen, anybody who's got a question like that, like
It's
I
kind of
actually
a good
really
question.
like problems like that on the live stream because it's
'Cause it
pertinent
happens
to what
to
we
everyone.
do. It happens to everybody. The biggest thing is not to panic. It's the biggest thing is to recognize the variables that you can control. You can control needle, you can control bobbin case, you can control thread and bobbin. Beyond that, it might be something that we need to see. And we always say, leave it threaded, let us see exactly what's going on. And then, this is all information that's pertinent to everybody on every brand of machine too. So I think it's valuable conversation to be having with all the ladies.
Yeah, and it happens to all. It happened to me. I don't know. It happened, and it was weird because I don't even know what I did that it went away. But I had some of that too, and it probably was just the thread. Yeah. It happens to all of us. But I always troubleshoot the easy stuff. I'll go, I'll start with
thread,
just
the
rethreading
bobbin,
the needle,
bobbin case, the needles,
and check all of those things.
Well, and so the other thing is, and this goes back to, you guys have heard us talk about take-up lever a million times. You've got to remember the simple stuff. Like 9 times out of 10, it's the simple stuff. And so when we're frustrated and when we're in one of these situations where we're like dying for our machines to work, and the machines not working. Oftentimes, people are resistant to trying to fix the simple stuff. They're convinced that their problem is deeper in the machine. Sometimes it is, a lot of times it's not. So the biggest thing is having that ability to be able to take a deep breath, relax, and know that we're going to work with you to fix the problem. But sometimes it's just a matter of working to fix that simple stuff. And the stuff that you can control, the stuff that's outside of your control, then, we need to see it. So, no, those are table toppers. So
is that Betty? I
yeah.
knew it was Betty. Yeah, those are the Riley Blake table toppers. And
For January?
Yeah. So January and February, if you're part of that table topper club, those are going to be, those are ready. You can come up and you can come and get them, or we're going to be shipping them to you. And then yesterday I got shipping confirmation on the February one, so those should be ready to go. If you are doing the easy stripe table runner, I did have to order more rulers, more patterns. I have more fabric coming. That's not until the 17th, so we have some time, but we're going to have a lot of fun stuff for that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we will show those to you. We'll get those. We'll show you the sample again maybe tomorrow. We don't have a ton going on this week.
It's a busy week. There's a lot of we still have a lot of shipping, a lot of delivering. We're not supposed to be don't come in, but
Patrick,
there's a lot going on this week.
Yeah.
So just be aware that it's a busy week in the store. Once again,
it's
here
always
through
a busy
Friday.
week in the store. It's always a busy
Well, I'm going to
week.
be out much of the day tomorrow with both boys delivering machines. It's that kind of busy. So that's a different kind of busy than we're normally busy.
It's busy. So I will be I will see you soon then, Miss Gail. And we do have Friday's going to be that Zoom class. And other than that, we're just going to be working
giveaway.
on, yes, we have the giveaway. Let's give some stuff away.
All right. So which is prize one? Which is prize two?
It doesn't matter. Look, they're both exactly the same, except different colors for your bobbin boats.
Well, does the first person get to choose, or
No.
we're just announcing it?
Yeah, this is the first person. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. Although if you come into the store and you're like, I really, really wanted a green one, and we have a green one, you can swap it out. But I'll just put this in a little bag up front for you. And I think we were asking about it was again kind of like our wish list. What are you really hoping for this holiday season? What's on your list that you'd really like to get? I mean, what don't you want, right? Oh my God, I just got I got this email, and I just ordered one of them because we're gonna see how it is. But there's this new product out that I was really excited about.
What product was that?
So it is from I think it's from Gypsy Quilter, but it is this. You know how you have the pop rulers from Kimberbell, and if you don't know about the pop rulers, you should get them. Because, well, I don't know, maybe you don't need the pop rulers. So it is this ruler system. It looks like pop rulers, but the sides you put together with it's almost like puzzle pieces. So, the pop ruler is just it's for fussy cutting and squaring up.
Trish says, I want a Solaris. We're not giving away a Solaris.
Yes.
We should, I wonder how it would go if we raffled a Solaris. Like a month-long raffle, $40 a ticket.
Yeah, but you'd have to sell so many tickets. What if only 10 people bought tickets? Should we do something like that?
There'd have to be a minimum number of tickets.
There would have to be. What if we did something like that? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'd have to figure out like how that works too, because I think there are like laws
Are there laws?
about contests like that.
Really?
Well, like you know how like if you're doing like the lotteries that they do at a at like McDonald's, like there's no purchase necessary kind of thing. Like we just have to look in to make sure that we have laws. So, anyways, we need to do the giveaway.
Yeah, but you'd have
This-
to. I buy tickets. Wouldn't that be fun? We should do that. But we'd have to sell like. Could you do something for like that?
Oh yeah.
We could. Or what if it was just like let's say we'd wouldn't that be fun? We could raffle some. I guess they'd have to. I go. We could base the. I don't know. Okay, let's.
If we
think
were
about
to
it.
do it, there's a.
It would be considered used, right? A floor model. No, those are never.
No.
Those floor models are considered new because they come with a warranty.
No, the floor models are considered brand new from the manufacturers, as long as they haven't been registered before. So we're gonna noodle on this one. So giveaway was what? Let's describe this. It is a package of class 15 bobbins, a bobbin boat, and a cleaning brush. There are 2 different sets to be won. Do you remember what the question was,
Yeah,
Jeannie?
we were asking him what do you really want for this holiday? And the question's already been asked, so you could answer it, but this answer's not going to count. It's going to count from our live feed that was on Friday. Channel your inner winner. Oh, look at that.
Judy Corrado channeled
Miss
her
Judy
inner winner.
Corrado, she wants wool pressing mats for Oh, I saw that, Judy. I saw that on it was a Dime product, and I was like, do the ladies really like that? And so it looks like Judy really likes it. So they have these special hoops that are specific for your for the embroidery hoops. And I didn't know if you ladies would like it, so I haven't bought any. But does that mean I need to get them?
All right, so that was winner number 1, and that was that blue that we were giving away?
I did say we were giving the first blue
So
to...
blue, and then this one is lime green bobbin boat, the class 15 bobbins, and the gray So Clean brush and cloth set. And Terry Davis says they are great.
Oh my God, Terry loves them. All right, I'm going to order some. What are they? They're the wool mats.
Oops.
Did you guys
Well,
get them
so
at one of the
Sage, but
events?
Sage didn't answer the question.
Okay, so this is what they look like. Let me see. Can I show it to him?
Marilyn says, hello from Harmony Ridge. I hope your Halloween celebration was awesome.
We got 2 trick-or-treaters last night.
Diana Lawrenson wants a 10 5/8 by 16 dime magnetic hoop.
Congratulations. We will do our hoops will be on sale. So, and this will start, what do you think? We'll start maybe, I guess we should work on it. Do you want to start the week before Thanksgiving? Are
Say
we going to
what?
say, are we going to start?
This is like actually a great idea. Pick a great charity, half to them, half to us. And yes, set a minimum amount for ticket sales to be a machine. If you don't get the minimum, have an alternative prize.
Donna, you sound like a pro.
So the other thing is, I think it would have to be a prize that we were capable of shipping
Oh, we
in
can't.
case it was out of the area. So we can't ship a Solaris. Like it would have to be local pickup. That would be totally worth it though. Like
Yeah.
if you spent $100 or something on
And
a
then you-
ticket and you won a Solaris and like a plane ticket's
we'll pick you up.
$500.
You can sleep at our house. You can get one of those nice warm Momo welcomes.
Yes, which is slightly frightening.
Yeah.
But
He's so good though. It's like getting into the house. He's the gatekeeper.
right.
Getting into the house, but once you're in the house,
He's your best buddy.
He's so cuddly. He is so cuddly.
Somebody's smitten.
Yeah.
All right.
We could do a
It's
sleepover. Wouldn't that
10:10.
be fun? Yeah, so just come and get it. We're going to figure it out. Would that be so exciting? Like,
Yeah, it must be local pickup though.
Yeah. You could still get it, but you'd have to pick it up. I think we should do it. Donna, that's a fantastic idea. We're gonna noodle on that.
All right. Have a great day. I got to get to work.
I'm gonna order some of those, but we are doing another dime event. It's coming up.
All right,
So
bye.
we are going to be doing, I think the next event we're going to be doing is Sally Tomato. It's a brand new dime event. I think it actually, I guess we should start talking about it because I think it is happening this month. Is it this month? Where is it? Oh, it's actually happening December 6th. So it is the Dime Sally Tomato event. I don't know much about it. I have the rep there that called me and he's like, we have this new event. You should sign up for it. I was like, let's go ahead and do it. So during this event, Sally Tomato embellished handbags. Join Diana Mullins for one of today's most sought-after skills with Dime, the Sally Tomato embellished handbag virtual event. Make a beautiful handbag with your embroidery and sewing machine. Decorate the straps. So they'll be demoing it. I wonder if there's a kit that you're going to receive the design for free. So the bag, and I'm sure they're just going to demo how it's going to be put together, but it is super, super cute. And they always give you a discount when you do those events. But I loved it knowing that you found that really interesting, Judy, because maybe I will get some of those hoops and we'll have them in the store for the holidays. I didn't know how many of you really loved those. Kathy Carter, of course, she'd love that. You are one of our bag ladies. And Heather, thanks for posting that. Yeah. I think we're going to get started with the day. We have a lot going on, and Patrick said it is going to be busy. So have a great day. Be creative. Make something incredible. Get something done on that UFO list. Somebody told me about an event that they did with another store where it was a UFO event and maybe like a bingo card or something. So maybe we could do something like that. We're going to have to plan some stuff. But have a great day, and I will be getting back to you today.